Hey y'all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be talking about unsexy beauty products. So I'm not sure if this trend was started by Tati or if her video just has the most amount of views and it's the one I saw first, but I know this was going around as a trend several months ago. And I want to talk to you about products that I might not discuss too often because they're not sexy. And by not sexy, I don't mean the literal definition of sexy or anything like that. These are more so just products that might not be as exciting to talk about, but they're ones that I personally rely on like daily. They're ones that I use so often that if I were to run out of any of these things, and I'm looking on my table and agreeing, if I were to run out of any of these, I would purchase them the same day. That's how dependent I am on them. And some of these, looking around, I have purchased them the same day as soon as I've run out. So a few of the products that I'm going to mention at the end might be considered sexier, but they're not colorful eyeshadow palettes or a brand new formulation of lip gloss that glitters and gleams. They're just not as sexy, but let's jump into this. First, I want to talk about stuff that I use for body care in general. This is the first thing I want to talk about. So I have a tub of this. This is not the actual one that I prefer. I have both of them that I prefer. But the O'Keeffe's Working Hands Cream, I also like their foot cream the best. So I've talked about this here on my channel. You guys, my feet are, in a word, disgusting. Okay? They're gross no matter what I do to them a lot of times. They just are. I get cracks very often. My feet are very dry. I have had somebody giving me a pedicure that recoiled in horror. I wish I was kidding. Seriously, she started to do my feet and then she went, oh. And I was like, are you okay? And she goes, mm-hmm. Really? One of the only things that I have found that has helped me, and this is a very similar formula, is the O'Keeffe's formula. This is, when I say it's thick, it is like, see how stiff that is? It is a thick cream, but not only does it soak in, but the moisture in this lasts. This is made for, Working Hands is made for people who literally work with their hands and have like cracks on their hands. Same thing with the foot cream. It's made for people with cracks on their feet, so it actually works. So what I'll do is I'll soak my feet in the tub usually for a while, and then when my feet get out, I will slather this on, put on some socks and go to bed, or put on some socks and watch some TV. But either way, it's been one of the only things that has helped. And they are a cruelty-free brand. It's not sexy, but it works. What's also not sexy is that my nail just broke so low. I'll deal with that later. Okay, so this next thing might normally actually be considered sexy, but because mine is so dirty, I don't think it is. So the Aquis hair towel, okay? And am I pronouncing that correctly? I hope I am. Aquis hair towel. So it is your average kind of hair towel. Look how dirty mine is, you guys. And it's only because I just washed my hair today. It's even still wet, if I'm being honest. This is a microfiber hair towel, okay, where you put your head in here, you loop your hair in, and then you can button it up at the back. And not only does it just hold your hair in place, but because of this formula of fabric, your hair doesn't get frizzy. Your hair dries more evenly. And I don't know how that is. I have so many cheap hair towels that just like will dry my hair in patchy spots, or it'll almost dry it too fast, where then when I take my hair down, it's already dry and it just looks frizzy. This is so good for my hair. And when I switched over to this towel, I saw a dramatic difference in like the smoothness of my hair when I take it down. And yes, I know it looks a little frizzy right now, but that's because there's a lot of product in it to get it to look this frizzy. But really, I just feel like this has made a difference in the health of my hair. Is it the cheapest towel you'll ever find? No. I mean, and again, mine is like ugly. It is stained with red hair dye, but it is the best hair towel I've ever used. And it is what I use every single time. Like as soon as I take it off my head, I wash it to make sure that the next time I shampoo my hair, I have this specific towel. I suppose that means I should probably get rid of the 55 other hair towels in the closet. But what if I need them someday? Right along that same line, you guys, look at this stack, makeup eraser. If you don't have a makeup eraser yet, where have you been and what are you waiting for, okay? These have replaced makeup wipes for me. I have little ones that are dirty because they've been stained. I have 3 big ones. I have smaller ones in my cabinet. I have these because I use them every single solitary day. And the price might seem like steep at first, even though it's not that bad. But thinking that these are not only going to replace makeup wipes like cost-wise, these are also going to like be much better for the environment. You know, I use these again every single day and they've lasted. This one, this colorful one, I have had probably for like 8 or 9 years, and I use it so often. So when I think like how many makeup wipes would that have been in like landfills and things like that, I feel better about using these. You just use these with water, okay? You wet them really wet, like get them really damp, and they take off all makeup for me. They take off liquid lipsticks, they take off waterproof mascara, everything. And I feel like they're gentle on my skin too. I have used brands of this kind of thing that are like dupes for makeup eraser, and none of them for me have ever had the makeup removal power that these do. So if you're gonna go with these, I do suggest going with the makeup eraser brand, but there are dupes if you need to save some money, but I use it every day. Now, I don't take baths too often, and I do admit I love me a Lush bath bomb, but those are kind of pricey. So one thing I always have in the house, and my husband uses a lot of this too, is the Dr. Teal's. Okay, this one is the pink Himalayan, and this is the one I usually go for. This one became kind of harder to find for a while. I don't know why, but it smells amazing. And I feel like this is the one that I use when I really want to soak my muscles. Like when I'm really looking to relax, and it's not just like a head relaxation, it's a body relaxation. This is what I use. It keeps my skin soft and it goes a long way, and it's cheap. It's so inexpensive, you guys. Again, all of this stuff is going to be linked down below if you want to grab any of it. But like, I feel like, again, this is like the definition of an unsexy product, right? You get this at Walmart or your grocery store, and it's easy to find. I feel like anybody can get their hands on it, but it is so effective that, again, I run out of this, I buy it the next day. I cannot live without this in the house. I keep looking around and trying to decide what is the most unsexy product. And no, it's not this. It's something else. Okay, but guys, this has been a freaking game changer for so many reasons. Okay, this is the Waterpik Water Flosser. Now, they make different versions of this kind of thing. One of the other versions has kind of a reservoir like on the side, and you take a handle and you can water pick your teeth. I prefer this one because it's cordless, okay? It charges with like a magnetic battery. This has, when I say it's been a game changer, I really mean it in like to an overall health way, because my dentist noticed a significant difference, okay? I get a lot of plaque in my teeth, I really do. I still go to the dentist 3 times a year instead of twice a year, even more now with Invisalign, but I always have gone more than twice a year. And this has made a difference. The second I started using this, my dentist was like, yes, finally, this is so much better. This really gets in there. It really gets in there. It's gross. Now, here's the only problem with this is that this is kind of large, so it's not incredibly travel friendly. So when I travel, a lot of times I don't take this with me, and I notice a difference like immediately in how my teeth feel like clean wise. And especially with Invisalign, it makes such a difference, like really getting in between your teeth, really getting to the gum line. Like, again, this is so unsexy, but I use it twice a day, every single day, and I have noticed an extreme difference. Again, I did have the one with the reservoir and wand. That one didn't work for me as well as this one does. So I love this. I'm going to officially say this is going to be the most unsexy thing I have, okay? I'm going to say it. That's what it is, and it's this. This is a little kit of pimple extractors. Now, I am not a dermatologist. I'm going to scream this from the rooftops that you should be gentle with your skin, do whatever you need to do. But if you are somebody who likes to pop the pimple, please get a kit like this. This is so inexpensive. I got this off of Amazon, and it comes with a bunch of tools. But the ones that I use are the ones with these little tiny wire circles at the top, because what you do is you can press it on your skin. You're not going like this. You're not pressing from the side. You're not digging your fingernails in. You press this down, and what it does is it presses the skin around the pimple so that the pimple can be extracted, if that makes sense. They do use these at like a dermatologist's office. Please make sure you keep these clean if you use them. Use rubbing alcohol and sanitize them, but I love this. I use it more often than I should, if I'm going to be honest, but this is also fan-freaking-tastic for blackheads. I Love this for blackheads. I love it for my nose, especially up here where I get a lot of like not whiteheads, excuse me, but just like sebum caught in there. And it just makes me feel so much better. It really clears out my skin. You have to be gentle with these because I have had it where I've been too rough with these and have gotten like nicks on my skin. So be gentle with these. These are so inexpensive, but if you are somebody who extracts your blackheads or extracts your pimples, please get something like this instead of doing it with your hands. Again, this is like $5, not even $5, I think. I think it's less than $5, and it is worth it. Sort of semi along that same line, okay? I feel like every single beauty YouTuber shows these, but if you do not have a set of the little mini razors in your kit or in your drawers or wherever you keep your makeup, skincare, get a set. These are amazing. Now, the main thing that you're kind of supposed to use these for, and I do use them for this, is shaving around your eyebrows. So I will constantly get like, because my eyebrows grow down pretty far, so I'll clean up there. I'll clean up in between. Sometimes I'll clean underneath, but I also use it for my mustache and my whole face. A lot of dermatologists and estheticians will tell you not to use these for your face. They say they can create micro cuts, but I have found personally, if I am very gentle with it, this does a fantastic job of removing the peach fuzz on my face enough where makeup can go on smoothly over it. Again, these are very inexpensive, and if you've never tried shaving your face before, I totally get it. It seems daunting, but I do it quite often, and I really feel like it makes a difference in my skin and the way makeup lies on top of it. And I don't know, I also love it. My favorite place to use this, if I'm being honest, is right where my highlighter would go, because then when highlighter goes on top of like that fresh skin, it's like glowing and there's no texture showing. These, love them. All right, so I've been talking about how there are certain products that when I run out, I will go and grab immediately. This is one that the second I am close to running out, not even run out, close to running out, that I will purchase another one so that it is there in time for the other one to run out, and that is Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleanser. This is beautiful. You know what? Let me show you an example. So here's what I'll do. I have an old candle lid. I don't know why this has always been the thing that I will use. And I will pour a very little bit in here, okay? And you take one of your dirty makeup brushes. I'm gonna take this one. This is my brush that I use for bronzer a lot. And you wanna clean it in the makeup brush cleanser. Just swirl it around in there. And then what I do, I have to put this down to do it, but well, you can see, I squeeze out the excess. Do you see how dark that liquid is? And then I will clean it on a towel like this. And look how nice and clean that is now. And it is quick drying and it smells heavenly. Now, you do still need to do deep cleans on your brushes once in a while. You really do, because that'll help from keeping, bacteria going all over your face and everything like that. But this, for quick spot cleaning, is just my favorite. And here's the only problem. Once I start doing it, like I'm trying to find a really dirty brush. How about this one? I know this one has white bristles. And I will, again, put it in, squeeze out the excess. Perfectly white bristles. These are so fantastic for spot cleaning. I never let myself run out of this. Now, this big guy is not the cheapest, okay? I want to say this is like $45, but this lasts me so long. I want to say I bought this about a month ago, and I use it very often. So it's literally, like, I keep saying game changer, but it really is, because before I would just go so long without cleaning my brushes that it would get overwhelming, and I just wouldn't do it. This makes it great for spot cleaning in between those deep cleanings. So this is my friend. It's really hard for me to not want to go through and clean like all of my brushes right now. All right, these last few things are the ones that might be considered to be sexy because maybe they've gone viral on TikTok or something like that, or maybe they're a little bit more of a splurge. But these are things, again, that I use, I'm looking down, every day or at least like several times a week. This is the first one, okay? If anyone asks me, like, what kind of skincare do I need? And I do have people that have asked me that kind of generic question. The number one thing I will say first is sunblock. Always, always, always. If you do nothing else, please protect your skin from the sun. And this has been the sunblock I've used for years, the Supergoop Play SPF 50. I use this on my face. I'll admit I use other sunscreens when I'm doing my entire body, like if I'm going to go to the pool or something. This is the only sunscreen I put on my face because it works so well, and like makeup goes on perfectly over top of it, okay? This is also the only sunscreen that my husband uses on his face. He has very sensitive skin on his face, okay? And he breaks out from a lot of sunblocks. This is the only one he has found that does not break him out. So that's why I bought the big guy the last time I bought it, so we can both use it. But it is so good. It is more of a lotion consistency, so it is not, here, I'll show you a little bit. It is a lotion consistency, so it is not the consistency of like a serum or, you know, a thick cream or anything like that. It does go on easily. It sinks right in. I mean, you might be able to see a shine right now, but that's because I put it on approximately 2 seconds ago. There is like a very, very light sunscreen smell, but it's not anything offensive, I believe. And it works so well for me. I will continue to buy this. This is another one I do not let myself run out of. Oh gosh, I'm already down to here. And I bought it not that long ago, but we are in the summer months, so we're both using it a lot. I'm just glad it's going to use. 2 quick products that I would consider to be like makeup adjacent, if you will. And again, these are not considered to be sexy, but I use these every day. NYX Glitter Glue, NYX Brow Glue. These are for 2 separate purposes. Please know that. NYX Glitter Glue I use with every single shimmer I have. Do I use this with glitter? I do not. I do not think it holds on glitter, but it does work as an excellent adhesive for shimmers and metallics and duochromes and things like that. So not only does it not fall over all over your face, but it makes your makeup last. This, again, is a tube where if I run out, I buy it the same day because nothing has come close to working as well as this one does, and it's affordable. NYX Brow Glue, I have not yet tried a brow glue or a brow pomade or anything like that that holds my brows in place like this one. This is a stronghold brow glue. I can't stress that enough because I feel like so many are coming out nowadays that are called like soft hold, gentle hold. No, 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 no. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. I want my brows to be flat against my face and I want them to stay there, okay? And this has always done an amazing job. And no matter how many times I try other brow glues, I always come back to this one. Oh, I just realized also my tube is getting quite low, so I'm gonna need to repurchase that soon. As far as lip masks, now I'm not talking about lip gloss. I'm not talking about lip oil that you wear with a cute makeup look. I'm talking about when you need your lips to be really hydrated. I have 2 to talk about. So this first one is a little bit strange, but let me explain because it's not available anymore, but it is. This is from Colourpop. So this is the lip mask that came out with their Alice in Wonderland collection. And I'm showing this one because I don't have the other one anymore, but it is the same formula. And that is the Honey Pot. I believe it's called the Honey Pot from Colourpop. It came out with their Winnie the Pooh collection. These lip masks are so hydrating and thick and beautiful, and they really restore my lips, I have found. So I just adore these. Like this one smells a little too strong like birthday cake for my taste. I prefer the Honey Pot, which thankfully again is still available, but this one, yeah, this is straight up like birthday cake or like batter or something, and I don't know about that, but it feels beautiful. The other lip mask I want to talk about, I got this yesterday, okay? I got this yesterday and I'm already kind of obsessed with it to the point where I want to buy several more backups right now, even though I got this yesterday. This is the new Melt Damage Control Ultra Hydrating Lip Mask. So the scent is watermelon, but it is a nice thick mask. Here's what I like about this. I put this on yesterday after I finished my lunch. This is like my second time telling this story. I'm sorry, but I put it on yesterday at like 1 p.m. and I actually wound up taking this off before I ate my dinner around 6 p.m. It lasted so long and my lips, once it was off, felt so beautiful. Like I feel like a lot of lip masks, they feel really good when it's on, but as soon as you take it off, your lips feel like your lips again. My lips felt like juicy. Like juicy and plump and hydrated. And I feel like when you think of Melt Cosmetics, you think of like bold, grungy palettes or amazingly 90s lipsticks. You don't think of like a clear, slightly pink lip mask. This is so beautiful, and I'm gonna need approximately 64 backups. And here's the last thing I wanna talk about, and this is the product that probably could be considered most sexy out of everything here. But it is still like a product that I just don't mention a lot, okay? It is by Sereni. So Sereni is Chloe Morello's brand. And these are the, what are these actually called? I think they're called the overnight eye masks, or the, I can't remember the name. I will put it down below. But these are reusable eye masks that are sort of rubbery feeling, okay? They are wiggly, but you can wash these off. So what I will do is at night, I will put a good thick layer of eye cream down, and then these stick on their own. They'll probably stick right now. Yeah, like they stick on their own, and then you can wash them off and reuse them, which is so amazing. Like I used to be addicted. I don't know if you guys remember, to those Skin Iceland cooling eye gels. I don't buy those anymore because I have this, because I can use this with what I already have. And these also are fantastic. Actually, let me grab that out again. What a lot of people use these for, once they're on, they will use these as shadow shields. So instead of laying down like Scotch tape, they can put their shadow on these and then wash them off. I have used them for that purpose, but my main purpose for using these, let me snap this back in. So my main purpose for using these is for eye creams, and I love these. I love the fact that I'm not throwing away eye patches every time I want to have like a good spa type moment at home. And I really do feel like, because these are like kind of rubbery feeling, that it holds in the moisture too. Because sometimes those eye patches, if they're made of like paper, I don't know if you've had the same thing, but sometimes I'll put those disposable ones on, and then by the time that my spa time is up, they're dry because like it's just all soaked in strangely. I feel like these keep everything nice and hydrated, and I really love them. So that's it. These are my most unsexy products that I use so often, and many of these I've used for years and years. Everything's going to be linked in the description box down below if you want to grab any of these for yourself. A lot of these, like I mentioned, are very affordable. So go ahead and treat yourself and have a little at-home spa night, or shave your face, deal with your cracked feet and pop some pimples. If you like this video, I would love if you give it a thumbs up. That helps out my channel so much. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always and forever, you're super freaking rock stars. And I love you so much with my whole heart. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.